I can see your message, Derek. Yep. Hey, we're back. Hey, bees. Cool. Yeah, I don't know what happened. Obviously, the internet just dropped out. I wonder what sort of sunset we're going to get. Okay, we're back it seems. We've finally got our internet back. Sorry about that. That was out of our hands, out of our control. This one, yeah. Look, when the sun goes down, my face is going to light up. It's so bright. Yeah, it's a digital screen. It's been there for probably about a year or so. Can't say I'm a fan of it, but everything glows. The reflection of it makes everything glow. B22 Osprey, yeah, Ho Chi Minh City, yeah. Thanks for joining. There goes one of the buses. Hop on, off buses. They're really cool. Yeah, sorry about that. I think a lot of people have come up here now and they're mooching off the Wi-Fi, so we dropped out there for a little while. Yeah, it is. It is beautiful. And it's beautiful weather today as well. That's right, bees. Yeah, there's a lot of people here at the moment. The build-up to the 30th of April is just, I don't know, you can just feel it over the last week or so. There's been this massive buzz around town. I mean, there's always, Saigon is always a buzz of activity, but we've just noticed it ramp up in the last week or so. My birthday was pretty quiet. It was on a Monday, I think. It was last Monday, so very quiet. I think I actually did a video for it. That's how exciting birthdays are for me these days. I think I did a video on the Monday, and Mel cooked me a steak. Mel's a very good cook, so she went and bought me a steak and cooked that up. We just stayed in. But that's okay. We've got a lot of things to look forward to this year. The first thing is the 30th of April, of course, so we're going to stay for 2 nights in town here. Then Mel has some friends coming, and I think she's going to go to Hoi An. That's in June. And then while she's away, I think I'm gonna sneak down to the Mekong on the motorbike. I'm gonna do a solo motorbike trip down into the Mekong. I'm gonna go to places like Javin, so you can check those out on the map. Javin, it's about 200 kilometers directly south of Ho Chi Minh City. Soc Trang and Bac Lieu, and maybe Cam Mau, if I can. Cam Mau's the southernmost point of Vietnam, so if I have the time and the energy to go to Cam Mau, I'll do that, but I'm not too sure I will. I don't think I'll have the time on this particular trip. So lots to look forward to this year. Mel's also going away for a holiday later in the year, so that'll give me another opportunity to hit other parts of the Mekong. I'm pretty keen to cover some places in the Mekong that I haven't been before, so looking forward to that. You can see, oh, is that a chopper? No, it's a boat. You can really see that digital billboard coming up now, can't you? It's just going to make everything glow. TJ, I watched Fish Bun Me at a Hidden Gem for breakfast in Saigon you recently did. These are the experiences I miss about Vietnam, interacting with the locals. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm glad that you enjoyed that. It's something that I enjoy a lot of, and as I try to improve my Vietnamese, hopefully they'll get even better. Unfortunately, probably the only downside of it is that I get asked the same questions all the time, and it might get a little bit monotonous for you guys. You know, I get asked all the usual questions. Are you married? Do you have children? Do you have a girlfriend? Where are you from? What's your job? So I've got to get my Vietnamese to a level where I can really take control of the conversation and perhaps take it in different directions. That'll take a little bit more time, but yeah, I'm really enjoying it. I'm really enjoying the process of these types of videos. So I'm glad that you guys are enjoying them as well. Bees, yeah, I know what you mean about the screen. It spoils the view. Yeah, it's only going to get worse, unfortunately. So I'll try and cut it out. If we're hanging around when the sun's fully down, I'll try to avoid that digital board somehow. I don't think you can. Maybe I can zoom in a little bit. Just zooming in. Oh, there it is. Just zooming in on Phu My Bridge. Yeah. It's hard, isn't it? There we go. That's sort of at the mouth of the Saigon River there, so all the ships come in through, or they used to. The big container ships used to come in under there. The port is around there. Fumi Port is around there these days, but up until a couple of years ago, the port was here. This was the Saigon port just here. TJ, I had no problems with the dogs. Yeah, I don't know if it's me or what, or maybe the fact that there are more dogs on the streets these days. I don't know how long ago you were here, TJ, or if you're still here, but over the past 10 years or so, dog ownership has become, dare I say, rabid. And there are more on the streets now, and unfortunately dog ownership hasn't moved along at pace like the number of pet dogs there are in Vietnam. So I'm sorry, I mean, when I say dog ownership, I mean the training of dogs and all that sort of stuff. TJ in Vietnam this time last year. Okay, cool. It's definitely you, Matt. Yeah, I think it is. I'm starting to think it is anyway. Welcome back, Vuoi. Hope you had a good dinner. Your version of banh mi jiao, huh? Okay, what's in your version? There's a lot of people gathering down there. I don't know if that's coming up on the screen, but there's a lot of people gathering. Are the guns going off this evening? I hope so. People seem to be gathering like they are going to be going off, but I don't see any soldiers here at the moment. Oh, okay. The Spam and little Frankfurters. Okay. You're very talented, Vu. Paddy, this is District 1. This is right in the heart of District 1. Right, this street here is Tonduk Tang Street. And this is what they call Bak Tang Pier. Ben Bak Tang. Paddy, how far from Bui Bien Street? 5-minute motorbike ride? Not far. Easily walkable. Very easy. Another thing about interacting with the locals, and if they like you, is they will pay your bill or knock off a bit from the total price of the bill. Especially the street vendors and coffee shops. Yeah, I've had that happen a fair bit too. It's really cool. So occasionally I try to pay back a little bit, you know. Sometimes I'll share a table with someone and just go off and pay their bill. Yeah, Paddy, yeah, I used to teach English at RMIT for a bit, for a year or so back in the day, and then I also got another job. I changed departments there for a while, and after that I became a writer, so I started writing for an English language magazine, and we used to cover things like F&B, travel, lifestyle in Vietnam, resorts, hotels, restaurants. We used to do restaurant reviews and bar reviews and stuff like that. And that was sort of before digital media really social media really took off here, you know. And so it was all in print. And I became the editor of that magazine for a while. And then I left that job and then started up my own channel, which is called the Bureau Asia. So I have a website, and I started doing things like that, like what I was doing with the magazine. And I've also moonlighted for other sort of travel magazines and stuff like that as well. But I've been focusing on my YouTube channel for the first 3 or 4 months of this year. I decided at the end of last year that I wanted to give the channel, my YouTube channel, a chance to grow a little bit. So everyone kept telling me to get into video, so here I am. I think I've got a pretty good angle here. I hope this angle's okay for you guys. It's probably a little bit blowy for you though, a little bit windy. You want to go to Anang? Okay. Well, we walked past Anang that day. Yeah, you can go. Your shout, Vuoi. Prices have gone up, I think. TJ bought a bunch of flowers to a coffee shop owner in Hanoi as appreciation for all the discount coffee. She cried when I gave her the flower. Oh, nice. Very nice. That's a good story. At Matt's expense? What? We're starting to get there with the sun. Boo, I think I'm busy. Matt's secretly going to hire that boat for your birthday, boo. Yeah, it'll be good. It'll be a lot of fun. I wonder if I can get it as a tax write-off. How about the views though, guys? So you're going to be pretty impressed with this. I don't know if we can top this. going to be pretty hard to top this view again, isn't it? We'll see though. We're going to stay in town on the 29th and 30th, so we might be able to get some really cool vantage points for you for a live stream on that day. But this is pretty magical today. Just reading Mel. Matt has been known to give flowers to, yeah, where is it? Where'd your message go? To local wet market ladies, yeah. I think she nearly cried as well when I handed her those. Yes, bees, it was really sweet of me, I think, anyway. Ooh, so Matt, when I come back to Saigon, what do you want me to bring back? I think I mentioned... I think something like barbecue shapes or Vegemite shapes. That'd be really good. Thanks, Fool. Only half a dozen boxes will do. TJ, careful of those wet market ladies. I do have experience from Da Nang regarding these lovely characters. Yes, hopefully we'll hear that a little bit of that story over the coming weeks. That'll be interesting. Yeah, they're always a lot of fun. They're always up for a chat. Very friendly and ask all the usual questions. Including, will you buy? Well, the traffic heading left of screen is going okay, but the traffic down here heading right of screen, not so much. They're backed up here. I don't know how we're going to get home tonight. Might have to walk it. Try and get away from that digital screen. Well, that's a bit better, isn't it? Yes, Phil, salt and vinegar Samboy chips are my favourite. Yep. These Vegemite shapes, yeah, they're these great little biscuits and they've got Vegemite on them. I think you know what Vegemite is. It's like Marmite, but way better. Bees, oh my god, that traffic gives me anxiety. attraction there. All the boats are heading in for the night by the looks. And coming in right of screen are these large container barges. I don't know how many's on it, I can't even see, but there must be like 20 containers on there. Kevin, what's the speed limit? I don't know. The speed limit on the river, do you mean? For boats? Yeah, I actually tried to get a ride on one of these boats leading up to the Lunar New Year a number of years back, but I wasn't able to communicate to people what I wanted to do. And Sadek down in the Mekong, Domtap province, I think it's Domtap, they have a large flower market and they grow flowers throughout the year in preparation for the 10th holiday, the Lunar New Year, and then all the barges come up the rivers to Saigon, and they come to a flower market that's in one of the canals. Actually, the canal to our right, basically. But I wasn't able to communicate it. I wasn't able to get myself a berth. Maybe one day. Road traffic, usually 40 kilometres an hour, I think it is. Oh no, you're testing me now. I've been driving for years. It varies for motorbikes between 40 and 50, depending on where you are. Cars, I think up to 80. I'm not sure if there are any freeways that have 100. Maybe there are. I don't drive a car, so I don't really take much notice. But in the cities like here, 40 to 50, and along here would be 40. And it's pretty backed up over there, isn't it? How are you? Thanks for joining. Where are you coming from? I'm standing on the, there's a step here, so I'm just standing up. It's okay. I'm not going to go over, but I'm just checking out things here. So I'm still here. The traffic's coming in now. Look at it, it's just ramped up. I've just heard this traffic noise ramp up. I think we're on the 8th floor. Cool. So it's a good height, isn't it? Look at all the traffic coming in now. Oof. Sorry about the camera work, guys. It's quite windy up here at the moment. Thanks, bees. Okay, thanks TJ. 120. Wow. I've never heard that. Wow. That's a bit quick, isn't it? 120 kilometers an hour speed limit on the expressway from Hanoi to Ha Long. That is the maximum. And thank God that's the maximum speed limit. City traffic in the US, Kevin, is 55 k's per hour when Dad was in Germany, and in town speed limit was 100. Yeah, and I think the Germans have the autobahns, right? Ah, sorry, yeah, miles per hour. Yep. Bees, yeah, it'll be a talking point in Adelaide. Probably not much to talk about in Adelaide, but Boo wearing his grab jacket, that'll definitely be a talking point. Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit on Landmark without ruining things. How's that? Is that okay? Does that look all right on your screens? It's a little bit blurry, I know, but... TJ, autobahns are unlimited in sections in Germany. Oof. Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't know how I feel about that. Keep thinking that, Boo. But the t-shirt was very cool, I must admit. Vu is, yes, very, very fashionable and very passionate. So it was really nice coming in today, seeing all the young kids dressed up with their red t-shirts on, their Vietnamese flag t-shirts, and with their grandparents and their caps, and some of them had little soldier outfits on as well. So that's very cool. So it's a very family-friendly atmosphere at the moment, which is great. Great vibes. It's got to be good for tourism too, especially domestically. Kevin, just looked at the population of Ho Chi Minh City. It's greater than New York City. Getting some really cool views now, and I've managed to get rid of that LED screen, the glare off that. It's super bright. Oh, this looks like the last boat in from Vung Tau. It's coming in to dock for the night. Rabbit national pride in Vietnam is so wonderful. It's very ingrained in their culture. Yeah, 100%. They're very proud. I've been interested to see a lot of the international media articles coming in onto my feed this past week. I haven't read many of them, if any actually, but noticeably a lot of them are sort of, I don't know, a little bit negative. They're looking at sort of the negative side of the event coming up. Of course, you know, that's sort of understandable, but the vibe and the pride and everything else going on here is really great. It's great to be a part of. Kevin, what kind of entertainment goes on in Ho Chi Minh City? There's a lot of nightlife. Saigon actually has a very good nightlife, and it caters for all types of people. There's been a large, an explosion of kind of speakeasy bars and cocktail bars over the past 5 to 10 years or so, which has made it excellent for anyone who likes going out at night and enjoying a drink. Of course, eating. Saigon's a massive food city. Unfortunately, the live music scene isn't very good. There are live venues around town, but it's not like, it'd be nothing like New York City, Kevin. That's a bit of a shame. But there are shows, there are bands, mostly cover bands. Hello, Kim. Thank you for joining. Vietnam. Heart. Thanks for joining and commenting. Bees, it's a spectacular city, man. Very unique. Yeah, it is very unique, for sure. Very different from Hanoi as well and all the other cities in Vietnam. Rabbit, the ASEAN Cup with everyone in the streets was the highlight of my life here so far. Yeah, it's pretty crazy, isn't it? Down Win Hue Street, and the traffic goes absolutely nuts. If you thought this was crazy, it's pretty crazy when the national football team's playing. Sorry about the camera work, guys. I'm terrible. Vu, is Vietnam younger than Thailand or opposite? What do you mean? Do you mean by population? Rabbit, many cover bands in Tao Dien and Bui Vien. Yeah, that's right. Yep, heaps there. I don't go to Bui Vien these days. I'll come in and have a beer with you one day though, Rabbit. But it'll be during the day. I don't want to get trapped. Hi Kim, am I the only Vietnamese here? If you're living in Vietnam and born in Vietnam, then probably you are in this chat. Although we have Vu, he's Aussie Vietnamese. Rabbit, I'll look after you in Bui Vien. Yeah, that's what I'm worried about. Kim, where are you from? Where are you watching from? Are you in Saigon or Hanoi or Da Nang? Yeah, Vu's t-shirt is awesome. It's really good. Kevin, are there museums and art galleries? Yes, there are. I think in one of my live streams a little while ago, I left a list in the description of art galleries. Someone was asking a few weeks ago in the stream if there were art galleries. So I left, maybe 7 or 8 places around Saigon that have art galleries. Museums, yes. Yep, there are quite a few. What was the other thing? Pro sport, there's a football league, like a soccer league. But it's not like in the States or Australia at all. Or especially the UK as well. What's the time cube, Kevin? I don't know what that is. Yeah, look at it. It is crazy, isn't it? And this is just a Sunday evening at the moment. I think people are just hoping that something's going to happen. Kevin, are there casinos? Yeah, there are. There are casinos. There are casinos, but at the moment, the Vietnamese are not allowed to gamble at them. There was a trial that was going on last year or something like that. Where Vietnamese were allowed to gamble at certain casinos, like on Phu Quoc, the island southwest of here. There's also sort of gaming rooms in 5-star hotels as well, but only foreign passport holders are allowed to gamble in them. Vu, when you went to Phu Quoc, I think Vin World or whatever it is has, what's it called? Disney Vin or whatever, has a casino in there, or a gambling room, some kind of gambling room there. But they're certainly not advertised. Vin Wonders, yeah. Kim, I'll arrive in Ho Chi Minh City on April 30. Oh, nice. Where are you arriving from? I took you as a 5-star man, Vu. Hey? Okay, so Time Cube is similar to the Sphere in Las Vegas, but more of a walking adventure. Oh, okay. I hadn't heard of it. Bees, he's cheap, man. I think he's just a good bargain hunter. Boo, Matt, you want to pick me up from the airport on the 30th of April? Oh, you're buying a ticket now, are you? Bees, 3-star was his 5-star. Yep. Kevin, Joe Rogan tried hallucinogenic honey from Vietnam. Is it drugs or natural? I haven't tried it. I think Sunny from Best Ever Show has tried it. I think he talked about it on Joe Rogan, right? When he was on. Vu, I normally stay 5 stars, but I love D4. Yeah, District 4 is a very cool place. She's hanging in. She's here. So I might go for another 5 minutes or so, and then it'll be time for us to go home and have something, or try and get home towards the bridge, District 4. B Mel wants another beer. I don't want to carry her home.